Hi, Maze. Hi, Sky. And hi, everyone. Welcome back to Final Fantasy 14 with Carp Diem. Stream 100, yay! For Final Fantasy. Come all the way to the Sea of Clouds, we finally tracked down the Vanu fisherman who has my ring. Rest up to you, Syndrome. I'm a host of dreams rest at the end of your line. Cat killer. I think it's huge. Look down. Like summer sky after rainstorm, it is clear to Tanuvanu that this is the fish that swallows your ring. Nettling is shining example to all fishermen, like bright ray of sunshine that pierces clouds. But enough talk of weather. Let me pierce fish instead. And ring. The road carp ring. Very same. The treasure that will secure my birthright and let me take my rightful place as head of my house. Rather isn't the type to go quietly, but this ring should be enough to silence him. I shan't let him terrorize the small folk any longer. I suppose my lord won't be going on any more fishing trips in the near future then? You may be right. If all goes to plan, I should be able to spare my family's fishing holes for my brother's wrath, but I doubt my new lordship will leave me much time to enjoy them. Do not wilt like flower in drought, noble lord. Just as hurricane has its eye, so the most demanding duty has its moments of peace. Whenever you find yourself in such a time of calm, let the easterly breezes blow you back to my island. You may use it as and when you wish. Truly? You would allow me the use of your fishing hole? You too are a friend of fish, and any friend of fish is a friend of Tanuvanu. We are brothers in fins, and even the wildest whirlwind could not tear the bond asunder. Tonuvanu's fishing hole is yours to use as you please. Yay! Tanuvanu only asks you let him visit your own land sometime. A lord who likes fishing must have some secret spots of his own, yes? You let me fish at your fishing hole so long as I let you fish in all of mine? You drive a hard bargain, Tanuvanu. Well, alright. If you want to keep your presence in Ishgard a secret, we're gonna have to get you a change of clothes. Yay! Oh, I want to try out your fishing holes too. Hurry up, soulmate. The quicker you boot your brother and reclaim your lordship, sooner we can go fishing. You make it sound as if it's a foregone conclusion. Even with a rope carp ring on my finger, my brother and his cronies aren't like to leave without a fight. Maybe many a moon before I can undo the damage my brother has done. Well, I can help you with that. I too am not just a fisherman. And you have a I don't know, this was the level 60 quest, so I could go as samurai or white mage. And you have an assassin. Oh, stop your grumbling. You got your ring back, and Tony here has given you permission to use the secret, Tony, to use this secret fishing hole. What do you got to complain about? Just get back to Ishgard and kick out your brother before he ruins your estate. Not only for the good of the small folk, but for the benefit of fishing fanatics everywhere. Particularly those directly in front of you. I am truly the angler of light. Nice one, Maze. You're right. If being granted the use of a fishing hole of such outstanding beauty will not give me the strength to oust my brother, nothing will. Sindral, I thank you. For years I dreaded the day I might have to end my travels and assume my lordship. With friends like you, I know that I need not be the end of my adventures. Next time we meet, I shall be Lord Alcimede de Roadcarp, and I shall challenge you to a rematch. Ooh, let me join it too. We can hold the contest down there. Such a peaceful place. You can forget about all the worries of the world and focus on the fish. Indeed, just as a balmy breeze blows the storm clouds from the skies, so the eddies clear the sorrows from your soul. Truly a fisherman's paradise. Yeah, the fishing club for famous people. Nice one, Scott. In testing new waters as a fisher, you've learned patience too. This concludes the Fisher Quest in Heavensward. Next Fisher Quest will be available from Sisyphus. Oh wow, okay, back to the guild. Gone fishing 7. Oh, I gotta show this off. In the time we were off, we do have the Kojin quest, but I hit 500 player recommendations. For 500 player recommendations, you get this Gilded Magitech armor. It is gold Magitech armor. And then it works just like the Magitech armor you have. It's just gold. I think it looks great. Whither Wawalago wanders. Oh, well, we gotta. Our friendly Fishmaster Fanatic. The Chief Archer is called Just Talking About Shafts. I love all like the quest names, the fate names, achievement names. They're all fantastic. That's the fish one. Gone fishing. Now I need to get the level 70 fishing gear. I can do 6 things for Zole and then get some of it. Whither Wawalago wanders. Master Wawalago's dubious deportment of late has Sisyphus duly distressed. Ah, Sindral, just the man I wanted to see. It's about the Guildmaster. He's been acting a bit, wait for it now, fishy of late. I love the fishing guild. How so, you ask? Well, first of all, he hasn't been chasing skirts at the winch for nearly a whole week now. That is very worrisome for what we know about Wawalago. What's more, word has it he's been skulking in and out of the city at the strangest hours, tiptoeing around as if he's afraid of being seen. That's weird. Not like the man ever does any work around here, but he is the face of the guild. It wouldn't be good for business if he got himself caught up in anything untoward. Next time you're down at Fisherman's Bottom, mayhap you could pay him a visit and see what's what. I like that. Not that he ever does any work around here, but he is the face of the guild. being the guildmaster. Hey, guildmaster, what's up? Well, bash me in the head with a bucket of barnacles. It is a Syndrel, the second most skillful fisher in our fair realm. Haha, still giving himself the most credit. I love it, that's very Wawalaga. To what do I owe the pleasure of your presence today? Sisyphu's on to me, you say? How could that be? Is it possible I'm not as sly, stealthy, and surreptitious as I thought? Don't answer that. Oh, Wawalago's adult enough to admit it when he's been apprehended in the act. Fact is, found a new friend who's been picking my brain for advice regarding a particularly puzzling predicament. Truth be told, I was just thinking of tripping over to God's grip excuse me, to meet him now. I think he'd also be agog to make your acquaintance as well, if, of course, you wouldn't be averse to accompanying me. Suppose that settles it. Just do your friend Wawalago one favor. Stop by the guild and tell Sisyphu there's no cause for concern. And, don't mention much more than that. Girl's got enough gnawing at her mind with guild goings on, I reckon. Wawalago's great. Unlike the leatherworking guild master. I picked up leatherworking, it's only like level 20. But she can sit on that tool and twist. So, Wawalago says he's fine, but says he can't or won't say any more than that. Forgive me if that doesn't particularly inspire me with confidence. Well, nothing else. I suppose he'll have you around to make sure he doesn't get into anything over his head. You will keep an eye on him for me, won't you? Of course you will. Of course I will. Push 100, yay! Then here's the regular one, so you can see the difference. There's the lad I was looking for. Now all we need to do is find... Oh, Wawalago, what is the meaning of this? Who is this strange shore walker? Huh? Get a grip now, Gov. This is Syndrel, fast friend and one of the most accomplished anglers in Eorzea. I reckon he'd be just the person to help me puzzle out your little predicament. This is Gov. We met fishing, or rather, I was doing the fishing, and he was more accidentally attaching his lower lip to my lure. Ah! Alright. That's why he's the guild master, and he's still got one on me. He has caught a Sahagin. I can tell what you're thinking. Fishermen and a Sahagin make for bizarre bedfellows. It's true, we were tearing at each other's throats at first. But once we delved into a discussion of our love for ocean deep, we became keenly conscious of just how much we have in common. You see, Gov here is searching for a stunning spectacular specimen of fish which has distressingly disappeared from the seas of Loneska. The shooting star of the sea. That's what the Sahagin have termed it in their tongue. Gov says seeing whole schools of them sail through the sea with their scintillating scarlet scales is the spectacle of blissful beauty. It's a sight all the more precious because of their penchant for only appearing in particular seasons. Gov reckons that there are roaming species that migrates after mating season to lay their eggs and nurture their newborns. At least they were, before they just packed up and puttered off to who knows where. Gov here wasn't going to take the matter reclining on his rear. Clutchmakes insist that it is simply the way of nature, that the fish have simply died out, or found a more desirable habitat. This I cannot accept. So I embarked on a journey. I scoured the far reaches of the realm's seas, while the shooting stars once appeared in abundance, and I found a single fishing line with an inviting lure at its tip. Next thing I knew, I was reeled in by Master Wawalago here. At first, I was ready to gut him for having stolen such a beautiful creature from us, but he assured me he had done nothing of the sort. Agonizes me to admit as much, but to tell the truth, I've never even laid my lookers on one of those shooting stars. But if they're half as handsome a sight as Gov says, it'd be a sorry shame if we swallowed this supposition of their demise without doing our due diligence. I love Wawalago and all the alliteration. At the same time, I'm the guildmaster, and I can't very well go gallivanting off to every far-flung corner of the realm, while Sisabu does all the dirty work. So I decided to avail myself of the aid of my most astute assistant. That'd be Sindral here. Forgive me if I'm skeptical, Master Wawalago. While I know your own knowledge of the sea is second to none, I do not know the shore walker from the scales on my back. Give me one good reason why I should trust him. I'm telling you, Sindral's as fine a fisher as anyone I've ever had the pleasure of calling my protege. What's more, he's fast friends with some of your own kind, or haven't you heard? If anyone can find this fish of yours, it's him. That's true. With, Nov. If you would speak so highly of him, then I suppose I have no reason to object. With that, I will return to the search. There you have it, Sindral. Ready to rove and ramble the seas of the realm in search of the slippery shooting star? Because I most assuredly am. First, I'd best make a brief and fleeting foray back to Fisherman's Bottom. Sisabu's like to get suspicious if I sneak away for much longer. Hence the quest name, Whither Wawalago Wanders. There you are, Sindral. We can exhale easy. I'm pleased as punch to say I slipped back via a side street and Sisabu was none the smarter. On the subject of Sisabu, I've been meaning to explain and just why I'm so worried of telling the girl the truth behind this latest little lock of ours. latest little lark. Don't tell the dear girl I divulged this to you, but truth be told, her village was set upon by a suitably savage group of Sahagin when she was just a little lass. Sure, she and Gov would get on great if they got to know each other. For the time being, I'm disinclined to dredge up any disquieting memories. I understand, yes? Yeah, for sure. So you'll be dealing with me directly for this particular duty. First, I intend to do a little investigating into what this so-called shooting star is called in the common tongue. In the meantime, might I propose that you treat yourself to a soothing spot of fishing? So we go right to the guild match for this one. That's really cool. Next fish quest will be available for Moalago upon reaching level 63. A rousing reunion. Some salmon roe. Mooch 2. Use any fish already hooked onto your line. Oh. Does it have to... Can it be not high quality then? That'd be sweet. Oh, gotta take that. Always gotta take that. Master Wawalago is distractingly degenerating into disquiet. Oh, Syndrel, thank goodness you're here. Gov's gone off again, this time to Garabanya. We had a rendezvous regarding my research into the disappearance of the schools of scarlet fish when a look of realization swept across his scaly face. He dashed away, and I could scarcely ask what was the matter before he shouted one word and dove into the deep waters. Of the Velodina, that is. As you know, the Velodina River rushes rapidly through the ravines of Garabanya. While I am not privy to the particulars of his epiphany, he appears determined to cross that dangerous divide. A single young Sahagin and land subjugated under the shackles of Garlemald? Fear for our friend's safety. Must find him before he gets entangled with the Empire. Young Gov's got guts, I'll give him that. And it may take more than one angler to reel him in if he gets rowdy. I contacted our cohorts in Cothuras, and they've already sent an apt acquaintance to accompany you. We've preemptively planned a powwow at Pike Falls. Now fly, friend, and fetch Gov before he finds himself in a frying pan. Figurative or otherwise. I love all the alliteration. So well done. Alright, to Pike Falls. I definitely need to sneak out here. Hey, look who it is! Our friend, our friend Reyna, the fisher slash assassin. Well, if it isn't Syndrel, angler extraordinaire. How fare you these days? I saw me mention that you were in need of a deft hand, and as he's tangled up as usual in his struggle for succession, I took it upon myself to accompany you on this little escapade. Ah yes, Saga fellow. We just made each other's acquaintance. I saw a large shadow shimmering beneath the surface of the Velodina, and when I cast my line, I found him on the other end of it. I was rather surprised to see a beastman so far from home, and what's more, one that took the bait. Primal instincts, I suppose. 'Twould seem he got in his head that the river is polluted with cerulean runoff. He's been swimming to and fro for the gods knows how long, trying to find the source. Like as not, he's right about the pollution. No shortage of imperial structures in these parts, after all. But as I've been trying to tell him, I'm all but certain it's entirely unrelated to the disappearance of his beloved shooting stars. For you see... Shh! What could the fiddless know of the rivers and seas? There's only one shore walker I know with the authority to speak of such matters, and his name is Wawalago. Stubborn little bugger, isn't he? Won't listen to a word I say. I tried to explain to him countless times that me and my fellow fishing enthusiasts are every bit Wawalago's equal when it comes to the knowledge of the waters, but to no avail. The day the Sahagin heeds the counsel of a shore worker on such matters is the day the seas dry up. That's so. Then, we'll have to prove here and now that we're worth our salt. That in, I propose a contest. As you may know, the deep Velodina carp inhabit these waters. If we can reel in 3 before you can spear the same number, you'll agree that our angling acumen is the equal of your own. Do we have a deal? Fine. Well, he certainly took the bait easily enough. Alright, counting on you, Central. Go catch us 3 big ones. They took the bait easily enough. What? Huh? You thought I'd be doing the fishing? Bears the thought. Going up against the spearfishing of a Sahagin isn't something I like my chances with. You're far more capable than I. Don't worry though. If I'm right, our friend is likely to resort to the same methods he uses in saltwater fishing, as that's all he knows. But we both know that the appropriate angling techniques differ from river to river and sea to sea. Use this to your advantage and Godspeed. Alright. Yep, second time he's taking the bait. Alright, I may need to go get different bait. Cloud, freshwater, hell fishing, cloud fishing. I definitely need new bait. I need bait for you. That's okay. I also want to get better gear for here. Something we can do, because I have said better gear. Dynasty relics, darker samphire, blood hemp. Guys, the stuff that I don't know. This one would probably be a collectible of some kind. High quality. Just so I have those set. Might as well clear it out. So not here. We can go get the Patos, because that shouldn't take too long. Can't fly here, right. Poto. I say Pato. You say tomato, I say tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. Wabapato. Gathering yield +1. Nice. Let's go. Leaf turn. And Blessed Harvest. I just need one of these to go right. There it is. Done. And extra. Should be around here somewhere. Here you go. You finished? Wonder what it's like to be so skilled. Must be nice. Oh, I wish I knew. I may be an inadequate botanist, but I would like to believe I have it in me to haul 3 papatos as far as the mud plots. I'll make sure to assist Fufucha in preparing them to be replanted as soon as I arrive. Oh, all the way back in Isleshire. We'll turn that in later. I'm on this side of the world, so I'd like to stay over here. Oh, well. Right, Gerbanya isn't the same as that. Never mind. Just do it now. I changed my mind. Time is uncanny. We just finished our preparations a moment ago. Now begins the hard work. It was incredible! The finesse with which you planted each individual papato. Now I know just why Fufucha speaks so highly of you. I could be even half as good as you, I'd die a happy botanist. And there's no better opportunity for me to improve than now, with first-rate botanists mentoring me. Speaking of which, Fucha has graciously agreed to help me crossbreed our papatos and plant the resulting seeds. Truly, her loveliness knows no bounds. I look forward to seeing you again once our work is done. You say papoto, I say... High steel scythe is what I am using, actually. We get leaf turn 3. Increases chance of attaining high quality items while gathering by 30 to 100%. Oh, hat. Oh, hey, each of these I can get a different one. Get hat now. Fisherman can use it. Leaf turn 3. Means I need to redo my bar here. Oh, it just replaces leaf turn 2. Nice. It makes sense. Just straight up better leaf turn 2. Walking for walkers. Struggling to remember the way to Gridania. Of course you are. Syndro, the papatos are coming along very nicely. However, we're not quite there just yet. Fucha has sent word asking us to visit the guild to discuss crossbreeding in further detail. I have time to accompany there once more. Fantastic. Let us rendezvous in front of the guild as usual. I'm keen to try making my own way there this time. Might be on the same thing with that guy. That'd be funny. Of course, soon we're going to change up and be heading to the east. Nice to see you both got my message. The wild papatos you collected for me have taken quite well and work is progressing at a healthy pace. However, while I have succeeded in harnessing the wild specimen's hardiness, I've been able to incorporate any element that would set our papatos apart from the rest. I believe in you, Fufucha. If anyone's capable of making a success of this, it's you. Thank you for your faith. Your faith. Edgy. Edgiest. Edgiest? I don't know. It's most touching. As it happens, I do indeed have an idea. I've heard stories of a papato series known as Walker's Papato that was once cultivated upon the island of Velbrand. It's said to be a variety that retains its shape when boiled, making it perfect for stews. Crossbreeding our existing papatos with this variety may well give us that special something we need to make ours stand out. Say no more. Sooner and I shall gather all the Walker's papatos you need. Catch on quick? What I understand, they used to be grown at Red Rooster Stead. Try asking around there to see if someone cannot point you in the right direction. Asking people questions is one of the few things I'm good at. Let's go, Central. I have a good feeling about this. Oh, shoot. Something I was supposed to do while I was in Gridania. Oh well, do it later. We do need a Popoto collection. Walker's Popotos? That's a name I haven't heard in a while. I'm afraid you're far too late. Haven't cultivated those since the calamity. Can't say I missed them either. They were so susceptible to both disease and the cold, it was always an uphill battle. Won't find any in storage either, in case you're getting your hopes up. We threw the last of them out long, long ago. Never heard of anyone else volunteering to grow them since. That's a shame. Ah yes, Walker's Popotos. We're always shipping them off to the Far East. Those Ingans go mad for a good Walker's Popoto. Haven't grown any for quite some time. Wouldn't surprise me if someone over there had got tired of waiting for us to resume growing them and started cultivating their own. And there it is. Head to the east. Hello there, Central. Apologies. Wasn't much good at gathering information after all. Suppose there's one more thing we can add to the list of jobs I can't be trusted with. Sell yourself short. Don't be me. What's that? Chance we may find Walker's Popotos in the Far East? Best of luck on your journey to Kagane. Huh? I know I really ought to accompany you, but visiting Gridania alone was enough to make put my head in a spin. I'm not sure I could handle an entirely different continent. It also wouldn't do for me to leave my darling plants on their own for such a long time. Don't fear. I will see to it that everything is in place for you to plant the Popotos upon your triumphant return. To the east! Walker's Popotos? Cannot say I've ever sold them in my shop. I do feel I may have heard of them being grown in Asari on the mainland, mind you. Oh, we know where that is. Walker's Popotos. Popotos. I will keep wanting to put an A there for some reason. Taste your Popoto. I have never stocked. In fact, I'm completely out of them right now as it happens. I've not seen my supplier for quite some time. Fairly certain his name was Hikinami. I lost contact with him when things began to get a little rough on the Ruby Sea. Back to Althar, but we're gonna go to Mamizu first. Kind of a strange pairing, yeah. Because now that I'm over here, and I finished the level 6, I wanted to finish the level 60 Fisher quest first. A new fishing experience. Your body odor has caught Sumitsubo's attention. Must be all the fish. Hmm? You smell a fish. Does this mean then you are a fisher from above? If you enjoy hunting fish up there, I'm sure you would take pleasure in hunting them down here as well. You cannot use rods and reels underwater, though. No, you will need a spear to strike your prey swiftly and silently, like the Kojin. I suppose you would call it spearfishing? To add to the wide list of fishing abilities that we have. Would you like a lesson in spearfishing? If you should see any of my blue brothers outside, I am sure they would be glad to show you how it's done. Yeah, spearfishing. Which I'm really excited for, actually. Oh, we might have to come back here anyway. Oh, I wanted the Yule. Oh well. Dynamite Horse is fine. You wish to hunt fish with a spear? Why, it's as easy as breathing underwater. And considering you're not blue in the face, I can tell you, you will master this skill in no time at all. First, you will need to search for where fish gather. When you found a suitable school of fish, steady your spear and strike with a quick and fluid thrust. That, in a clamshell, is the art of spearfishing. Of course, these explanations mean nothing if you have no spear to practice. Here, take one of mine. Thank you. Look around. You're likely to find promising prey close by. Farewell, friend, and happy hunting. You're now able to obtain fish via spear fishing. In order to do so, you must first equip a spear fishing gig as your secondary tool. Please note that there are 3 types of gig heads which may be used, each for which is specialized for catching different types of fish. By using the action Fathom, you'll be able to locate teeming waters as you explore the ocean. These locations require spear fishing to catch fish. When bubbles appear with teeming waters, it means a fish has approached. Use your gig to spear the fish and add it to your inventory. Sounds fun. Spearfishing. Now able to spearfish. I got a bunch of stuff. Equip a gig in your offhand. Have one. Be purchased from fieldcraft vendors. Because we're level 70, so now we're getting all the spearfishing stuff. Teeming waters are home to many different kinds of elusive creatures. At these locations, you can use your gig. Shoot the boat. Okay. Ended right when I went through it, of course. Gig command at this time to add when bubbles appear within the teeming waters. Several types of gig heads used for catching different kinds of fish. now have a spear. Also, hat. Neat. Fathom. Shark Eye. Survey the seas to locate the nearest teeming waters. Shark Eyes 2. The highest level of teeming waters. Double hook, which I don't have yet. Salvage. Occasionally discover treasure maps while spearfishing. So I put that on. Neat. I don't want it. I don't have to have it. Nature's Bounty. Increases the chance of landing a large catch on your next spearfishing attempt. Calm Waters grants another spearfishing attempt. Veteran Trade. Prevent catching the same fish you just caught. Ah, that's cool. Waters. Can't use that yet. Small prey, medium prey, large prey. That's cool. Oh, I don't have Fathom on. That's what it is. There we go. Grade 70 teeming waters. Oh, there's no chance of getting anything from here. Oh, here's some. I can just see them. Cool. Teeming waters. Miss chance. Haha! Garden eel. Right there, you wait for the sparkle. Oh, fish got away. My gear's not quite up to snuff here. Wintle trap. That's cool. I like that. I like the spearfish. Alright. More of that later. For now, back inside Tamamizu, because we have a reputation quest to take for the next rep up on the Kojin. Garden eel and high quality winter trap at that. The value of silence. The look in Kabuto's eyes suggests he recently received good news. Syndra, your timing is fortuitous as always. We recently received word of an artifact in the Azim Steppe worthy of the vault. As I am unfamiliar with lands beyond the Ruby Sea, I would ask you accompany me. Well said, Kabuto. I knew you had it in you. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated, Syndra. Being such a well-traveled adventurer, I would suspect you would be much better suited to guide us. Excellent. Meet you at reunion. Everywhere. Calls to mind Sui no Sato. Concerned you would only retreat further into your shell being so far from home, but I'm glad to be mistaken. At any rate, must not waste any more time. I will accompany Kabuto and see what we can learn here at Reunion. You should have a look about as well and see if you can learn aught of this treasure. Now, this would be the place to do it. Material supplier. Oh, okay, cool. Great treasure? You mean the bow belonging to the Questeri boy? I've heard he can pierce the very heavens with it. That's fancy. Yes, I've heard of the young boy and his bow. Chikin is his name? Well, I love a good rumor. I suggest you speak with him yourself to learn the truth. Boy with a bow to pierce the heavens? I've heard the rumors. Who would believe such nonsense? Guarantee you his bow pales in comparison to mine. Whatever you say, buddy. And we still can't fly here because I was not able to get the extra compass stuff. Syndra, how did you fare? I spoke with the Aru of the Quester tribe. Well, I tried to. I was met only with silence. Alright, they're the ones that don't speak. Pity you were not there. Kabuto speaking with a man of fewer words than himself is something that it must be seen to be believed. How can they govern reunion yet never speak? They've gained the trust of their brethren through actions, not words. Indeed, words mean nothing without action to prove their worth. Though I know not how, their silence spoke volumes. It is said that we should judge this treasure with our own eyes. That would certainly be the fastest way to ascertain the truth of the stories that brought us here. Speaking of stories, were you able to learn anything from the residents of Reunion Central? Yes. Why the tribe, I see. Persuading him to relinquish a weapon of such value seems unlikely, but at the very least we should seek him out. We'd like to find him faster if we split up. Central, would you try searching south of Reunion? Kabuto and I will go north. And of course won't say anything. Seems awfully dejected. Stifles his tears and points southeast. Bereft of his bow, you surmise it was stolen. The culprit likely made off in the direction Uchiken is pointing. Don't worry, I'll retrieve your bow. Seems immediately grateful for your aid. You should leave now before the thief gets away. I should do that. Oh, ha! Classification, that's huge. Oh, Captain. Not quite. Oh, father. Stolen bow. A finely crafted and well-maintained bow. And bow. Oh, thanks, Maze. For 100 times fun with FF14. Thank you. Where did you find it? We were just preparing to search the area with Uchiken's father. Red Kojin. I didn't expect them to come this far in search of treasure. Come now, Kabuto. If we were able to learn of this great treasure, stands to reason they might come to know of it as well. That said, this bow doesn't appear to be particularly unique, though it does seem easy for a child to wield. No. So that is the way of it. Bow is for Uchiken's training. No. That it was not the bow, but Uchiken's natural prowess that spurred the rumors? Probably. Natural with bow. No. I suspect Uchiken was not all that talented when he began practicing. Hard work. Take a closer look at the bow. Its size is perfect for him, and the draw weight seems to be such that he can handle it with ease. Moreover, it appears to be far from new, meaning Uchiken has put a great deal of care into maintaining it. I think it was crafted by his father as a gift, and because Uchiken enjoyed the bow so much, he labored tirelessly to master it. It is indeed a treasure. In his eyes, it is a treasure. Yes. Well, there you have it. And who are we to ask him to part with something so precious? Nah, I believe there's nothing left for us here. Agreed. Huh? What is this? I think he means to grant us leave to barter in reunion. You would welcome trade with the Blue Kojin? Not. Awesome. Hey, that's great. Another trading partner. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Trade here in the Azim Steppe will prove more valuable than any single treasure. Indeed. Again, we have gained a new ally thanks to you. Your resourcefulness never ceases to amaze. Isn't that right, Kabe? Oh no! Sukumo? Eh? Where was I? Ah, yes, your resourcefulness. There is much we have to learn from you, Syndrome. Oh no, what happened? Why do y'all stare at me so? Something the matter? Yeah, you kinda cut out there. You suddenly stopped moving, as if devoid of life. Nonsense! You must be imagining things. I assure you I am perfectly fine. Not fine. Follow? Okay. Uchiken's father wants us to follow him. No doubt there are still details for a new trade agreement that must be decided upon. Oh, fair enough. But I can handle matters from here. Once we finish our business and reunion, we'll meet you back at Tamamizu. One thing. Okay. I should be able to get them all. That's what I wanted to check. I'm gonna do a bit of exploring. I may not be able to get into there. I should be able to get the Wait, good. That's true. Enunciate better. Don't be like me lately. Talking too fast for my own good. should be a cave. Maybe it's here. Yep, there it is. Just missed it last time, so grab this. And we go to the last one. Which is in a cave. It says northeast. I need to do that. I need to do the Warring Triad. We kind of skipped over that. I'm going the wrong way, but this gives me a different thing. A little bit. I worked on it some last night. Just a little bit. I think I got 7 done. I try to get the rest done. Out here. Guess I got the other one. And they'll be able to fly here. I just missed that one in the cave is all. Achievement complete. All right. We should have the enemy weapon complete here soon. Or at least we'll have that step done. Now I can go grab this thing. I guess you could call it Christmas. It is a gift of sorts. I got a new mouse, so I have a few extra buttons now, which is nice. Like I used to have years ago at this point. So I'm still messing with it. I got it yesterday. Just gonna fill out the rest of the map here real quick. And then we'll teleport out. There you go, mapping the realm. I sadly don't really listen to the radio anymore, so I can't say I'm sick of Christmas songs because, well, I haven't really heard any. Talks went well. Talk, quote unquote. While returning home, however, Tsukumo began acting strangely again. Last time, Kabuto, I am fine. Really tired from the long journey. Enough about me. We should be celebrating a job well done. Trade with Reunion will open up new opportunities for the Blue Kojin, and the Kassir have taught us a lesson on the importance of one's actions. Hope it is one you took to heart, Kabuto. I have. It was inspiring to see how they could manage all of Reunion, yet never speak. Yet I find myself relying on Syndrome more than I should. What happened to the confident coach I saw in the Azim Step? There's no way for the leader of the Divine Circle to behave. Is that not so, Syndrome? The others are counting on you, Kabuto. My apologies, Syndrome. Seems we will have needed your assistance a while longer. Ooh. An instrument. So the Azim Step have invited the Blue Kojin to barter and reunion, and offered a contribution to their treasure vault. Yay! Respected. Pleasure doing business. Go ahead and grab these. Which you should read these too because they're really funny, but or just inside, well, they're really neat, but I'm trying to move on. Since we started it and we're over here, let's do the, botany quest. Some of them are really funny underwater. Some of the mounts. Oh, you're for the other quest. Further. Here we go. Yes, I am Hikanami. I used to cultivate walkers, popotos a little to the north of the village, but that came to an end when my workers declined in number, and there were not enough hands to help with the harvest. I have long since handed the field back to nature. If you're in luck, there may still be some growing in the wild in the same area. I no longer have any use for them. Feel free to take any you find. Alright, now we do the harvest photos, which might be here. Since we're here, we might as well just do this once. Workers Popoto. Oh, cumin seeds. And soybeans. Alright, leaf turn 3. Oh, 36. Here we go. There's 2. No. Darn it. Oh, terrible. That stinks. I get all 700 back. We can do that again. Try to see if there's anything that uses the... Maybe the 61? Not even the Popoto Sorba uses it. I guess just quest maybe? Yeah, I guess it's just quest. Wow. Nah. Yeah, the GP takes forever to come back. That's where you get one really good hack at it, and then it's, oh, well, I'll go make a sandwich. Normally I would not wait, but I'm sitting right here. CP, no. CP, perception, GP. We only need to get to 400, and then I'll just use a core dial and get the rest. Oh wait, just a little bit longer. Maybe we'll have better luck with a leaf turn. then from here... From here, we'll probably go to the main quest. I don't think there was anything else. I really had to turn in. Oh, same old stuff. Alright. Return. At 36 again. It's 30 to 100. It lies. I just need to hit one more time. There it is. Got it. Now I have way more than enough. Of course I do. Because that goes back to Idleshire, and I'm on... Now I really am on this side of the world, so we're staying over here. Let's go talk to Alphino and let's continue the story. Once more, welcome back. It's good to see you again, Central. Good to see you, Alphino. Ah yes, there's another recent development we neglected to share with you. Elsa and I have been hard at work at attempting to restore the Aetherite here to its former glory. Pleased to inform you that we succeeded. Yeah, I noticed. I used it. Suffice to say, it should prove a boon for travel. Well, for those replete with anima like you, at least. The room where it happened. Alphino has devised a cunning strategy to reclaim Doma Castle. Of course he has. He's a strategist. Yeah, he has become a strategist. I imagine you're eager to hear the particulars of our plan. Allow me a moment to gather everyone's attention.
If all are in agreement, I will outline my plan to retake Doma Castle. First, Lys and the Doman Irregulars will conduct a series of raids against Imperial targets throughout the surrounding area, with the aim of drawing the garrison's attention.
Okay.
Shortly thereafter, our Zayla allies will launch a surprise attack on the castle's airborne defenses. In this way, we will prevent the enemy's airships from rendering support and cut off one means of escape.
Okay.
Alize and I, together with the Shinobi, will exploit the ensuing chaos to infiltrate the moon gates and disable the Magitech field generators.
Alright.
Once the barrier is down, we will be free to cross the One River and reach Doma Castle. It is at this point that we must turn to our Confederate and Kojin allies. They will commence to bombard the castle with cannon fire, while sailing west towards the Doman Enclave.
Wait, the Enclave? Why would you want them to sail away from the castle?
Because the Enclave is home to countless civilians. Once pressed, the Imperials may well think to take them hostage, and I would fain forestall any such attempt.
Huh. Smart. He's planning ahead for that. So make sure they don't do that.
After we have secured the Enclave, we may lay siege to Doma Castle directly. The main strength of the Doman Liberation Front, under Lord Hien's command, shall be committed to this endeavor, as will you and your redoubtable allies.
Alright. Got it.
The rest is simple. We scour the castle for the Viceroy, we find her, and we subdue her. Without their leader, what remains of the Imperial's morale will crumble, and they will surrender or attempt to flee. And Doma will be free.
Man, good plan. Like, he...
Your thoughts, Lord Hien? If any points were unclear or gave you cause for concern, I should be glad to go over them with you.
No, he's... He's grown quite a bit over the course of our many adventures, hasn't he? A multi-pronged offensive. With the additional plan to stop them from taking the civilians, because he knows how the Empire thinks.
Nay, 'tis a fine plan. You have a talent for this. That much is plain.
Indeed.
We shall carry out Alphinaud's plan to the letter. Time is of the essence, as you know, so let us each see to our respective preparations. Carry on.
I like that. To the letter. Follow the strategist's plan. The room where it happened. As for how best to infiltrate the moon gates, told Serena I fought with you in the Nadam. I would not have taken her for a warrior. Appearances can indeed be deceiving. Looks like I'll be heading to Nami. Wish me luck. You got this, Liz. This may be our final chance to win Doma her freedom. We dare not take any chances, for if we fail... Now allow me a moment to bask in my own genius. It's nice when you can do that. It has been a while. Ooh, yes. Freshwater. Salmon roll. Night crawlers. Okay. I don't need the normal. Yes. I didn't even see cooking for those, but no. I can go get more. I'll just throw those away for now. You may just be for a quest 2, for the quest 2. I can go get more. Keep those. Put some of this stuff up. I still have it on me from when I cooked the my award-winning dish at the Delamont d'Or. There's no shortage of tasks which must needs be completed before we launch our attack. If you have a moment, perhaps you could lend a hand? That said, I have only just returned. It would be better for you to speak with Alpha Node to find out how you might be of service. Alright. Trying to keep busy. Full glad am I to hear it. There is one task which comes to mind. As I explained during my briefing, Alize and I need to infiltrate the moon gates to disable the Magitech field generators. Though I pride myself on my knowledge of various subjects, I must confess I lack confidence in my knowledge of this particular one, which is why I turned to an expert. I've been conversing with Sid via Totoro. Haha, of course. Anything Magitech. Turn to the foremost expert. Attempting to ascertain the design of the generators based on our limited intelligence. Most recently, he sent a parcel with some documents which he believes may be of use. I'd like for you to go to Kugane and bring them back here. In the meantime, I'll continue to work with our shinobi allies to plot a path to the gates. Safe travels, Syndrel, and thank you again. No problem, I'm on it. Huh. Has she always, I just never noticed? Or did she just now change her clothes? Or did she do that earlier and I didn't notice? Looks nice. Syndrel, what are you doing here? I thought you were all fighting nomads in the Azim steppe. Came here for the parcel. Oh, you beat them. Good show. Shame I didn't get to see it. Alphina's been keeping me apprised of the situation in Doma. I may not be any good in a physical fight, but in a paperwork fight, I'm the true Hagen. Yeah! I believe this. How Totoro got her groove back. Totoro's grown rather accustomed to her life in Kugane. She's thriving in this environment. With all the trading and things from her many adventures. With us. You're here for the parcel Sid sent, right? Wait a moment. Oh, it'll be right out. Chop chop, Hancock! Yes! It arrived not long ago. A porter delivered it to our offices, along with various other knickknacks from Eorzea. Nothing would please me more than if she just outskilled everybody in these, like, she's at our offices. Like, like she's already claimed them. Yeah, our offices, exactly. As in the East Alanor Trading Company offices? You work for them now, or more like they work for you now, the way she just gave that order. Sid regrets he couldn't come here in person. Apparently his hunt for the dragon in Omega demands his full attention, you see. Still, He was reasonably confident that the documents he provided would be enough for Alphino to do the work himself. As soon as that parcel gets here, we can open it up and see what's inside. Pardon my interruption, but the parcel in question, was it the one you placed on the shelf in the back for safekeeping? I believe so, yes. Why do you ask? Well, you see, on closer inspection, said parcel appears to have been addressed to the Sekisugumi barracks. Though it does indeed bulge with a quantity of paper reminiscent of a rather large instruction manual, the lingering scent of lilac leads me to conclude it is in fact a sizable collection of love letters. What? Impossible! That porter was carrying a parcel addressed to us. I saw the writing with my own eyes. Oh, I do not doubt that in the least. However, he was tasked with a number of deliveries, and I can only presume he handed you another parcel by mistake. This is a disaster! Let's find that porter right this instant! My, she can move quickly when she has a mind to do so. So quickly, she neglected to take these love letters with her. They too must be redirected to their rightful recipient. Yep, I'm on it. They should also aid you in tracking down the right porter. They keep records of their deliveries and so forth, after all. Man in question was of middling height and build, not unlike myself. Black hair, short, terribly helpful in Kugane, I know. Cheery sort, wearing bright colors, as I recall. I'll send a few of my men out to search. In the meantime, why don't you take the parcel and see if you can't track him down yourself? I'll wait here on the off chance he realizes his mistake and returns. Alright. Kevka brushing your mail? Nah, it doesn't have black hair. Good try. I was trying to think of a Final Fantasy reference I could make too. Oh, if they're for me, that would be very flattering. They're not, I'm sure. See company or an hour for a new need? Nope. Lilac scented love letter. Letter is perhaps a charitable description, as the weight of this parcel rather suggests a lengthy treatise on why a certain Sekisugumi ought to accept the undying affections of a certain admirer. How it reeks of perfume and desperation. I know not of it, nor do I wish to know. Pretty certain. He has blonde hair. Blonde hair, right? Blonde hair, yes. That too. It is Kefka we're talking about here. No, nothing so scandalous and base. My lord is a man with singular dietary restrictions, which I have detailed in my notebook. I cannot purchase produce without it. See what dye can do. I know about that. We dyed armor before. Here you, sir. Bocaro. No time. Lovely. Huh? I recognize the parcel. Delivered it to the Ruby Bazaar not long ago. What of it? Delivered the wrong one. Mistake. Sekisugumi, you say? Oh, you're right. How stupid of me. Fortunately, I've yet to visit the barracks. This is for you, yes? I'll take the other in exchange. Okay. Just walk in. Sorry, I couldn't find him. Guess we just have to hope he realizes his mistake and returns soon. I got it. Though this parcel weighs no less than the other, it lacks the scent of lilac and is therefore much less likely to contain someone's misdirected woo. Nothing would please me more than for that to happen, man. That's it. That's the parcel. You found him. Though, knowing our luck, Sid put the wrong papers in here. I mean, that would be our luck, yes. Nope, this is it. These are the documents detailing the operation of the Magitech field generators Alphino requested. I can only imagine what would have happened had we sent Syndrome back to Doma with a parcel full of love letters. The look on Alphino's face when he reads the first page. On second thought, I'm a little disappointed we didn't. It would have been priceless. Everyone's working so hard to fight for Doma's freedom. Here I am, making the same silly mistakes. Now you're doing great. Won't happen again, Syndrome. I'll keep working hard to bring you and the others useful information. Hear anything new? Contact you straight away. Oh, you may be pleased to hear that we brokered an arrangement between the company and the Confederacy. They require armaments, we provide. Discreetly and at a reasonable price. I have a very hard time believing it is a reasonable price. But I'm sure Lord Lolorito will be pleased to hear it. Oh yeah, of course. Indeed he was. Indeed he was. Man, I want to knock him down a peg. So badly. The game's never going to give me that opportunity. Well, other than that one time. I want to do it again. Almost forgot about that one. Well, it seems our time together is at an end. Give Alphino and Alize my regards, will you? Will do. Like, story-wise. I want to knock him down a peg. Well, reasonably by the standards of smuggled goods. I still don't think it's reasonable by the standards of smuggled goods. Only a 500% markup. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, Lolorito charged just enough to where you went, ooh, but we need to pay it. Right up to the line of, no, that's just too much, and we won't. And we won't. He's like right up to that line. Oh, it seems like just yesterday you were here. Our plans proceed apace. You have the documents? Magitech Field Generator Manual. Never one to take undue risk. It would seem Sid thought it best to send Alphino a massive manual detailing the operation of a Magitech Field Generator to ensure that the boy was prepared for every eventuality. Or possibly to see if he would read the entire thing, or simply give up and whack the generator with a wrench, which works 9 times out of 10. to be exactly what we need. Assuming our shinobi escort can see us safely inside the moon gates, I should have no trouble deactivating the barrier. Good, good. One less thing to worry about. Seeds of Despair. Tiger skin. That's kind of random thing to give me. If you seek further employment, Alphino can point you in the right direction. Level 67. Good thing I got that level earlier. Should you wish for further employment, mayhap you could speak with Alize. I believe she was planning to search the surrounding area for Imperial patrols. You go now, you may be able to catch her before she departs. Alright. Off we go. Oh, I can use mountain here. Yeah, whack it first and then read the manual a second. Alphino told you about my plans? You wish to come with me? Well, far be it from me to refuse you. Truth be told, I'm not entirely sure what I expect to find. In the wake of your failed assassination attempt, the Imperials demonstrated uncharacteristic restraint. No public executions, not a single village was put to the torch. But as I mentioned earlier, our latest intelligence does suggest a purge is imminent. For all we know, they could be out in the field even as we speak, surveilling their targets, making plans. Surveying. If so, we need to put a stop to it. Let's begin our search in the north. Let us. All quiet. For now. Follow me to the next location. Whee! No Imperial patrols near our headquarters, then. Good. The last thing we need is a repeat of Ralgar's reach. Even so, 'twould be prudent to search a little longer. Indeed. Make sure. Tiger. Not exactly the enemy I was worried about. Damn it all. Can't just leave the carcass lying in the middle of the road. You've gotten stronger. Huh? Next to you, I feel like a child playing at swords and sorcery. Though mayhap it suits me better than books. I owe much to a Makote I met on my travels. He was a master of these techniques and kindly agreed to teach me the fundamentals. Oh, we know him, actually. But I never could warm to common rapiers. I vastly preferred using a blade of my own creation, despite the toll it took on me. Urianje's gift was a godsend, to be honest. Anyway, falling behind. Split up and try to recoup some lost time. We've heard rumors of Imperial soldiers skulking about disguised as villagers. One was supposedly spotted near the ribbons, to the south of here. Go and see if there's anything out of the ordinary. On it. The mole. Hello there, young man. My associate and I are in search of fertile soil for farming in this land called our Eye. I doubt that. You doubt my words? You suspect we have some other purpose in coming here? How vexing it is to be questioned in this manner. Very well, he desires the truth, and he shall have it. Deal with him! You have chosen poorly. Oh, cute. Let me show you one better. Tiger, by the way. Oh, nice. How's that got him? I saw them attack you while this one fled. Since you seem to have everything in hand, I decided to capture him. Imperial, I presume. Yep. I knew it would come to this. But at the hands of a Westerner? A Doman would at least know the rights. You think you understand, but you do not. She will burn it all before she surrenders. She will never kneel again, nor should she. Huh? Central! Rest assured, the Nari will receive due compensation. Young Ashai has great potential, that much is plain. If he applies himself, he one day may be granted the opportunity to go to Garlemald and learn from some of the leading authorities in the field of magitech. Few citizens are afforded such treatment, however, much less people of the provinces. You will need to do more. Of course. No doubt that we shall. My husband and I only want the best imperial education for our boy. Oh. Finish planting the rice, mother. So, that's a young viceroy. Oh. Not while the officer is here, Yotsuyu. Inside! Now! Jeez. Yes, mother. She got treated like garbage. You did not mention you had a daughter. My sister's, not mine. Kami rest her soul. She is utterly hopeless. But one cannot choose one's family. Indeed. She is of age to receive an education as well, is she not? Yet we have no records. I trust I need not remind you of your legal obligations. No, of course not. She is weak and sickly. Some days she has not the strength to leave her bed, though... A thought occurs to me. Mayhap we can come to an understanding. Thanks, Alize. That was a near thing. What happened? We were talking and then all of a sudden you were somewhere else. One of those soldiers hit you on the head or something. Oh, Echo. Echo. No. If you say so. We should go and tell the others what happened here. So you helped take care of her? Just... Thank you. You didn't have to come with me, but you did. For that, I am grateful. Told the others of our encounter with the disguised soldiers. Though we dispose of the bodies, it is only a matter of time before their comrades note their absence. As if we needed any more reason to act quickly. Are you sure you're alright, by the way? You've been awfully quiet since we returned. The limits of our endurance. You still went for work? Alize has a suggestion. Okay, I guess I'll take the duranium foil. I tell you to rest and leave the rest of the others, but seeing as that isn't in your nature... Liz returned but a moment ago, looking a bit worried. It would seem that trouble is afoot in Name. You may as well go and ask her about it. As for me, I will not impose upon you any further. Alright, let's go see what Liz needs. And so silly looking. You just look so defeated when you're picked up by the hand. I was like, oh, I got caught. Like, oh no, Wall Master. Barely got enough armor as it is, huh? Hey, Alice, what's up? Oh, here to help? That's a relief. I've been trying to help the villagers in Name get ready for the operation, but we've run into a few problems. Remember how we're supposed to stir up trouble as a diversion, right? Well, thing is, we don't have enough armor to go around. I thought the Doma Liberation Front would be able to furnish us with some, but it seems that's not the case. I was about to go tell Issei. Why don't you come too? I'm sure we can figure out something. Little. Here too. Heard about those soldiers you and Alize encountered. Glad you're alright. Right then. Gathered up all the rope we could find in the village. Every tool with an edge, but it's still not enough. Even a hoe would suffice, but there are no more to spare. So we even have like farming tools to turn into weapons. Thank you, Shoga. Ryosen could use a hand if there's nothing else. As for more tools, I may have some of my own. Go and search it. Take whatever meets your needs. I made enough rice balls for everyone, including some special ones for Lady Yagiri. Can I go and give them to her? You silly girl, of course you can. Hurry, you never know when she'll have to leave on a secret mission. Yay! Sorry about that. Everyone's been trying to contribute since Lord Hien returned. So much to worry about. You're doing well. Though I have to ask, had any luck finding more armor? Unfortunately, no. Unlike weapons, there are no substitutes for proper protection. It's not as though we need full suits of Imperial plate, but we're not soldiers. If we attack without any equipment, we'll be slaughtered. Doma Liberation Front doesn't have any armor to spare. Suppose we could ask Hancock. No telling how long it would take for him to send us supplies. You have an armor in the village, or anyone with some skill to fashion armor? There is one man, craftsman who fled the Enclave. He's experienced and may be able to help. I don't know if I can persuade him to, though. Maybe you two can come with me? Sure. Lives in Kusakari to the south. Come with me. All we need to do is preemptive raid some an Imperial position, steal some suits of magic armor. Everything will be fine. Can't have mine. It's special. Who are these starry-eyed youths who stand before me? Ones who sing of rebellion? Of liberation? Surely they would not think to trouble me with such foolish dreams. Go on, say what you will, but do not take offense if I die from laughter. Broken steel, broken men. Seen your kind before. Oh, you've seen nothing like me. Say again? You'd have me fashion armor for villagers who wish to fight Imperial regulars? Mad fools charging boldly to meet their deaths. Bring me steel, and I shall give them shells to shield their soft bellies. Yes, yes, plates of steel, all that you can carry. The better to shield them from blade and bullet. Well, it were so simple, Master Tsurugi. Steel plates are not so easily procured. Blind, deaf, and dumb you are, boy. We're awash in broken steel. Magitech. Great cylinders come crashing to the earth from on high. Shatter them to bits with my explosives. They'll not fail you. I made them to kill Imperials. Bring me my steel and you'll have your armor. Well, it's not like we know any other armorers who can help. At least we get to blow things up. That is the most important thing. See, at least that's the right of it. Alright, let's go. Tsurugi is not the sanest of men, but you can be reasonably confident that his bombs will not explode in your hand. Oh, I actually get to target. Armor plating. Me being an armor. How much do you need, old man? Yeah, right? You have all the steel. Shit, you being an armor, you can make something far better than steel. Level 70. Rebels equipped an adamantine plate. Yeah, right. Wouldn't that be something? Jeez, all of the armor plating. $15. You're committed to your cause, dressing villagers as soldiers and marching off to war. Stupid, stupid fools. Doma is dead, and so are her people. Lord Kyan, Lord Hien, all dead. Their blood is in our hands. Oh, you really don't listen, do you? 'Twas Lord Kyan who saved us, who spared us the worst when the Garleans came. Every shred of pride and honor he cast aside without a second thought, all to win their trust, all to serve as their puppet, restored to his throne years later, a paper tiger. Such shame he must have felt. No matter. He would suffer it for his people. A life as slaves is better than none at all, he believed. But not us. After my lady died, we began to whisper in his ears dreams of freedom and liberation. We pushed him to take action, if only a little. 10 years of preparations, of machinations, so careful we would be. And yet, Doma burned for our foolishness. Not for that of Lord Kyan. Monson, the Enclave, they were raised for our sins. We murdered them all, don't you see? We murdered you all. You're wrong, Master. We're still here. We are still alive. Lord Kyan lives too. In our hearts. And in his son. For Lord Hien has returned. Lord Hien? Alive? Cannot be. You lie. You lie! No, it's true. It's the truth. Hien came back to Doma to help her fight for her freedom. Could it be? My Lord Hien yet lives? Oh. Bands of steel to bind the chest and belly. Yes. Hate the forward to begin work at once. 10? 100? How many do you need? All that and more you shall have. Oh, he's ready to go now. Awesome. Ooh. Oh, I like that. like that. Okay. If that's where I like it. The Doma within. Lisa's more determined than ever to play her part. Even after 25 years of repression, they still have it in them to stand up and fight. We just have to show them the way forward. Lisa and I will stay and help Suramaki finish the armor. So you no need to wait around. Why not go back to the House of the Fierce? I'm sure there's plenty of work left to be done. Ask about and see what you can find. Everything is in order, sir. Under Lord Gosetsu's sage tutelage, we grow stronger by the day. the ancient one. Huh? Help? Oh, no. I will not impose upon you without cause. Rest assured that everything is in its place. And every place is in it. Everything is fine. Require no assistance, comrade. Lord Hien's instructions to me were quite clear. I need only transcribe them for the benefit of our Xaylia allies. Speaking of Lord Hien, if you're eager to be of service, mayhap you could seek him out? Keep an eye on him, perchance, should he decide to venture outside. Let me guess. Someone asked you to act as my protector? Ha! To hear them mutter, one would think I intend to stride up to the castle gates of my own. Truth, of course, is rather less dramatic. I hope to look on the castle one last time before the battle. Would you care to join me? You'd be setting a lot of fretful minds at rest. Very good. Let us depart for Monzen at once. The Doma within. Monzen was home to many great and powerful families, men of honor, samurai. Once, great swaths were razed and people put to the sword. What little remains stands as a testament to what was, and what will never be again. Come, I will take a closer look. How many of these do I need? 3. He does that fast. 2. That's 3. No sentries, at least of the living sort. Those shabbling suits of armor have the run of the place. To think this was once a bustling street so full of life. A river of people with a current all its own. But even then, the Imperials walked among us. Sometimes openly, sometimes discreetly, and sometimes they acted like this armor and attacked like a douche. We were always aware of their presence, and we were complicit. He did what he had to do to preserve the peace, to keep our people safe, but at what cost? Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for such dark musings, though they did serve to remind me of the barracks which once stood to the west of here, where there may be weapons our comrades could use. You come to the ruins, I'll search elsewhere, meet me at the water's edge when you've finished, okay? Search the ruins for usable weapons. You're a big one. Curiosity killed the catfish. Poke it again! Poke, poke, poke. Poke it again. Makes it move. I think it's vicious looking. I have no chance by myself. And you would be here. Okay, it's over here. Sheathed katana. Oh, it's the really big one. Has 27. Has all the time. At the 30. Alas, I found not of value. Did you? Sheath katana. Still sheathed in its scabbard. Though even shielded from the elements, it need be clean and oiled. I recognized the crest. It belonged to the son of a samurai I trained with when I was young. He never even had the chance to draw it. There she is. Doma Castle, my home. They let us keep her for a time, before gradually moving their forces across from fullness. Now her every court and corridor belongs to Yotsuyu. Though father spent much of his time there, I did not. I may only have visited him there on half a dozen occasions, if that. Cannot remember. But I remember the view from the keep. Doma seemed much smaller from there, like you could hold it in your hands. Well, Monsen at least. Doma is so much more than that. There, beyond the moon gates, onto the shores of the Ruby Sea, and here, in the places that no man can see or touch or take from you. We carry her with us, wheresoever we go. Not the land or the soil, but the story. And what is life if not a story? The story of our journey from dawn to dusk, day after day after day. The story of our mothers and our fathers, our families and our friends, our peoples and our nations. I think a part of me understood that when I looked out from the keep. Heian, son of Kyan, another caretaker of the story of Doma. It is a fine castle, truly, with an even finer view, but in the end, Kami, strike me down. How could I be so blind? We must return to the House of the Fierce at once. I have had what can only be described as a revelation. Ours is an excellent plan, but not so excellent it cannot be improved. And I know how. Oh, really? Okay. Something kind of dawned on him there. On the eve of destiny. On second thought, Syndro, I ask that you return to the House of the Fierce without me. Tell Afino to call the others together for a meeting. Imperative that the Kojin emissary be in attendance as well. I shall join you anon. Ah. He thought of something. I saw you leave with Lord Heian earlier. Where is he? Lord Heian wishes to discuss the details of our plan. Very well, if he insists. I shall summon the others at once. As for the Kojin, I believe one of their emissaries was already en route. Nevertheless, I shall contact them to make certain.
May I present the Blue Kojin's emissary?
Greetings and well met, old friends.
Hey, Soroban.
The Elder sends his regards.
Awesome.
Soroban, it's good to have you with us.
If you might humor me.
If you might humor me. Of course.
Thank you for coming, Soroban. Doubtless you have already been informed of our plans and the role we would have your people play. However, I seek your counsel as a Kojin of the Blue. Be it by spell or siegecraft, could your forces destroy the underwater foundations of Doma Castle's outer wall?
Huh?
Explosives coupled with a few incantations. Yes, that might produce sufficient force. Such a thing could indeed be done.
Explosives coupled with a few incantations. I like that, mixing explosives and magic.
Then I
Okay.
wish to revise the plan.
Alright.
Instead of assisting the Confederacy in securing the Enclave, I would have the Kojin advance upstream beneath the water and breach a segment of the outer wall.
Okay.
I mean to flood Doma Castle.
Oh, man. Okay. treat her like she's Lu Bu. Flood the castle.
My lord, the castle is a sacred symbol, the very heart of our nation. To destroy it is unthinkable, unconscionable. You cannot do this.
I can and I will if it improves our chances. By flooding the castle, we remove the better part of their forces from the field and force Yotsuyu to retreat to the highest levels of the keep. Tell me that is not a worthwhile trade.
But my lord, that castle was entrusted to you by your father and his father before him. I say to you again, it is the heart of our nation.
Stone walls do not a nation make, my friend. A people do.
Exactly.
And as long as we yet live, we can rebuild. So let us only think of this battle, of victory here and now. For without that, we have no future.
Well said.
I see that you are resolved, Lord Hien, and I would not presume to gainsay your decision.
I will inform the Elder of your revised stratagem and instruct our sappers to make ready.
Our preparations are all but complete. Once we receive word from our Kojin allies, we shall set our plans in motion. We shall fight, and we shall prevail.
That's right. No plan is perfect, and there's ever room for improvement. I expect my comrades will be refining their approach until the moment they begin. In case you're not aware, the other Jonin will lead the assault on the moon gates, not I. My place is at Lord Hien's side. Of course. There's nothing else. I'll head back to Name. Suruki's working hard and says doing what he can to help. Maybe there's more I can do too. He was a different person when he began hammering those plates. Younger, brighter, full of life and hope. There she goes. Defend him and his people to his last. Plan is set. All that can be done has been done. Rest and relaxation are now paramount, for tomorrow we may die. Have you too not done enough? Will you not pause a moment to gather yourself on the eve of our grand design? Go not onto battle with weary eyes or lingering regrets, my friend. Soroban informs me that his sappers will be ready within the day, which means we can proceed as planned and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Considering the key role you will play, I think it only prudent that you refrain from further labors and rest until tomorrow. Agreed? No rest for the righteous. Far be it from me to refuse. No rest for the righteous. True enough, true enough. When you have seen to your sundry tasks and are ready to retire, I pray you let me know. And I think we will take a break for today and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Literally, in this case. Didn't quite get to the big attack on Doma Castle this episode, which is kind of what I wanted to do for 100, but we accomplished a lot today, which I'm really, really happy about. Thanks for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed and had a lot of fun. tomorrow, the attack on Doma Castle will begin. And hopefully it's a very, very grand affair. I think it'll be really neat. So until tomorrow, I'm Central. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.